Michael Savage.
Blue Monday, how I hate Blue Monday. Got to work like a slave all day. He'll come to.
It is the Savage Nation. We've been talking about Obama's war on police and how police are being killed across America, namely white police by black thugs. That's right, it's an epidemic. It's going on. And someone has to say something. And we have to say that all lives matter. Not just black lives matter. No, all lives do matter. And we've also got to stand up against the thugs in the Black Lives Matter crowd and understand that many of them are hateful, murderous thugs. And there's a difference between free speech and calling for the murder of police. When they chant pigs in a blanket frying like bacon, when the Black Panthers are threatening Texas cops, we will start creeping up on you in the darkness, and the president does nothing, then you know that it's he and Sharpton who have conspired to see this day arise in the United States of America. And again, I try to warn you what was coming a year ago with Stop the Coming Civil War. I warned you, and if you think that Obama's going to go away quietly in the night, you are a dreamer. You're a real dreamer if you think that this revolutionary communist is going to just simply hand the reins over to Donald Trump. You must be kidding. There's an awful lot of time left for this man to do mischief. And mischief is what he is all about. He will not rest until America is broken, until every avenue of protest is snuffed out. This man is behind it all as sure as I'm sitting here. You say, well, how can you prove that? Well, you put two and two together. And so what I've done for you is we've gone back to the beginning of the war on police. We're going to play for you the sound bites, and you'll hear some very familiar voices that you'll recognize right away. Some you won't. The voices are those of Barack Obama, his street thug Al Sharpton, who actually is Al Sharpton is Barack Obama in a jumpsuit. Al Sharpton is Barack Obama without the smoothness. That's why he took that street thug in and out of the White House secretly 100 times over the last few years to tell him exactly what to say that he himself could not say. This is how it works. He was sent out to make sure there was a war on police, in my opinion. Then there's Holder, now enjoying a multi-million-dollar lifestyle as a lawyer. After wrecking America's peace and harmony, he went back to a law firm. Then there's de Blasio, still ruining New York. Then there's Louis Farrakhan, who asked openly a week ago for men to go out and kill police. He said it. Not one word from the White House at the time. So let's listen to the montage, the cop war montage on the Savage Nation.
Since Ferguson and the task force that we put together, we have seen too many instances of what appears to be police officers interacting with individuals, primarily African American, often poor, in ways that raise troubling questions.
And you don't judge the fight on one round. Even if we get knocked down, we get up and go to the corner and come out fighting the next round. You won the first round, Mr. Prosecutor, but don't cut your gloves off, because the fight's not over. Justice will come to Ferguson.
Our police officers cannot be and cannot be seen as an occupying force disconnected to the communities that they serve.
I'm looking for 10,000 in the midst of the million. 10,000 fearless men who say death is sweeter than continued life under tyranny. Death is sweeter than to continue to live and bury our children.
What parents have done for decades who have children of color, especially young men of color, is train them to be very careful when they have a connection with a police officer, when they have an encounter with a police officer.
We cannot just go from episode to episode, city to city. There must be a national response. The federal government must come in and intervene on the issues of criminal justice and policing.
Then we must rise up and kill those who kill us. Stop them and kill them and let them feel the pain of death that we are feeling.
When anybody in this country is not being treated equally under the law, that's a problem. And it's my job as president to help solve it.
My friends, you're in the middle of a civil war. It was started when this communist street agitator was sworn in, and it's only just begun. Not since the run-up to the Civil War have we as a country been more divided. The battle lines have been drawn, and Barack Obama is the general of the opposition to our way of life. That's my opinion. Where is the media? Where is the Republican Party on the execution of a white cop filling a gas tank in Texas, executed by a black criminal, cowardly walked up behind him, shot him in the back of the head, and then emptied his gun? 15 shots as he lay on the ground. 15 shots. Obama started this war on police through his dangerous anti-police rhetoric. This maniac has to be impeached for treason. He must be impeached. Of course, we will not get the votes required, but it will start the national dialogue, and he will be exposed for what he really is. That's my opinion.